We are inside DHA's Box of Rock with the one and only. It's Gavin Rossdale.
How are you?
I've been trying to get you in this feature for such a long time, so I'm so happy to see you.
Why is it taking so long?
I don't know. You know what? You guys are just so super uber busy all the time. The last 3 years for you has been crazy. I actually hosted the radio special for Black and White Rainbows, but we did it over the phone, me and you, and we had a great time talking, and you were such a funny gent, and you know, the dog was running around and you're like, hold on, I got to get the dog. And we just had an awesome time. So, and then ever since it was like whirlwind, you know, you haven't stopped.
Right. Why stop?
Why stop? So you're on the road, and we're celebrating 25 years of an iconic, I mean, one of the most iconic records, not of the 90s, but I think in rock. I mean, 16 Stone, I remember the first day that it came to the WDHA studios, and I opened it up. We got them, you know, in the mail those days, and popped it in, and I was like, who are these guys, and what are they all about? How does it feel 25 years later, knowing that you had such an impact on music?
I don't overly connect to it, you know, because it seems a weird thing to connect to, hang on to in your life, but it's whenever I discuss it, it's incredible, of course, and I'm like blown away and surprised and just humbled by it, really, because it's, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it is humbling. And I think the great thing about the band, though, is you've never made the same record twice. I mean, and you guys have done, you know,
I think it would have done us a lot better if we had. I've often thought for years, like, man,
I
could have been ruling the world.
No. That's a very fearless thing to do, is to be able to say, listen, we want to do this, and we, especially with the last record, and some of those records are my favorite Bush records. I mean, I just love that the sound has always evolved, and now I get Bulletholes, you know, all these years later.
That's
and I'm just
my
like,
favorite part.
whoa.
Is obviously I love to talk about the 25 years because it does blow me away. But it's beautiful that I get it in conjunction with a brand new song. So it's more of a snapshot as to where we're at, as opposed to sort of overly revisionist, you know, which you can, like, on one hand is the most incredible accolade ever. On the other hand,
sorry.
On the other hand,
give me a little more mic. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. On the other hand, it's you want to be like, we all want to be in of the moment and of the moment. So it's really cool to have a new song that people are digging. I mean, it's crazy and it's heavy. And so talk to me a little bit about working with Tyler, which is a new thing for you, and you guys are a really, really great team. Yeah, we work really good together. We've become like really...
Tyler Bates, by the way.
We've become like really fast friends, and seem to be on the same wavelength. I don't know what it is. I mean, I joke with him that he's just basically better at everything than I am. Maybe not singing, I don't know, but he's really fantastic in the studio, and we get along great. We're on the same page, and it's just you know when things are right because it's effortless and it's quick, and we have a great time doing it.
Tyler's been a guy who's scored a lot. He's played 77 movies. He's played with Marilyn Manson, and I think too, the two of you together, very heavy, and that the darkness that people really like about, you know, the sound of Bush, and that real heavy vibe. I mean, the song just blew me away, and quickly becoming one of our most requested on WDHA, because everybody's just like, wow, this is incredible. What is, and I had to ask you too, what does wishing in symphonies mean? Because that's, you know, and I've heard that.
Well, when you wish in symphonies, it's sort of like massive.
Yeah. It's that big wish. Because that was the thing that stuck out to me the most, was the lyric being the hook, you know, for me. And I'm like, well, what did he just say? What did he just? And I it's brilliant. I mean, it's just brilliant.
Thank you. What's weird is that I had written a bunch of songs, and when I went in there, I explained that everything was much heavier that I wanted to do, and all the stuff that I've been doing was super detuned. And I think that and what the process, how it happened, is that he picked up a guitar and it had this depressor pedal. He wanted to show it. He's breaking the ice with me, and so he started playing, showing me this pedal. You know, I didn't overly care about it, but it was like a sweet moment of like, you know, he's like, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah, right.
3 lunches together before we were going to work together, getting to know each other. He'd seen a show, and he started playing this riff, and I began recording him, because it was like, you know, that's what I do, you know, like something, and I start, boom, voice record. And then we sat down, and he played 3 bits of music that he thought we should start something with. And so I played them, they're okay. And then I was like, but I really like this, and I took it out. And that song was the first song that we did.
Now, did you know it was going to be for a movie soundtrack then?
Well, the reason to write with him was really to try and get on some movie soundtrack.
You've always had an interest in doing that. And you know what? I can see that because the songs to me are always so visual.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain bands where songs are very visual. Then there's bands that are loud and you're headbanging and jumping around and stuff. But the Bush songs are always very visual, I think. And you're,
I love that.
yeah, definitely. You're a visual writer. So I think that the teaming of the two of you is just perfect now.
It's really good. And so we began on that song. But, the weird thing is that Bulletholes we did is one of 4 songs we wrote together, was never seen as the first single or anything like that. It was an outlier in the sense of that and leading the race. And so I'm really excited for people to hear the record, because it's not like Bulletholes is this sort of like the one song that's good and the rest are kind of turkeys.
Yeah, right.
It's not a turkey sandwich after that.
Right. Now, you said it's going to be a heavy record too, and you feel.
Apart from one song.
I read that you said you feel it's going to be a great record, something that's going to blow people's doors off. Like, you feel really comfortable with this.
The weirdest thing is to get that incredible kickstart with John Wick, and to be involved with that has really, not only did the song deliver, but the context it came out in was really exciting and really interesting.
You and Keanu getting back together too, which is cool.
Really good.
In the Constantine days.
And so now I'm excited for the next one, of course, and then that will then be a precursor to the whole record, and then people can make up their own minds.
Now, is the record going to be called The Mind Plays Tricks on You?
Yeah.
Yeah, fall release.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's something super to look forward to. Yeah. I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to chat with you. I've wanted to for such a long time.
Sure.
And thank you so much.
Face-to-face is better than on the phone.
Face-to-face is always better on the phone, even though you were a trip on the phone. And the phone is hard, too, because you don't see the person, and you're sort of like on a different time zone, and I'm over here, and then you're like, oh, wait, someone's calling me. So, it's very hard to get any kind of a connection to do an interview.
And we still did it.
And we still did it. It was still great. But congratulations on just a great time for you as an artist, too. I think this is probably one of your best artistic times. People are saying, too, because, a lot of people didn't have the opportunity to see Bush in concert. And then over the last couple of years, everybody's like, oh, my God. Like last year when people saw you, you were in the crowd on the lawn, and people were like blown away. And I think, after doing it for a while, to be blowing people away just as much, if not more, that's
exciting.
It's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, it's awesome. So congratulations.
Thanks so much.
And we can't wait for the fall. And we're going to do this again in the fall when the record comes out.
Yes, please.
I'm holding you to it.
Good.
I want the dog, though, next time. I want to see the dog.
See the dog.
Okay.
He's a hamster.